Welcome again, viewers and subscribers. Today I want to talk about an incident that happened in Halfway Tree where police arrested people for not wearing their mask. And I am saying to myself, this seems to be an example of a totalitarian state where even after COVID-19, persons will still be arrested if they fail to show proof that they are vaccinated against the COVID virus. These men were arrested under the Disaster Risk Management Act, and one prominent attorney said that these men should not have been arrested under the Disaster Risk Management Act. They should have been arrested under the Public Health and Safety Act. So even the police are confused and don't know which law they should arrest the men for breaching. But this whole COVID-19 crisis has been one catastrophe and confusion. Contradictions after contradictions. You see politicians campaigning with their supporters marching up and down streets in motorcade. No social distancing or physical distancing. Scant regards to wearing of mask. So how is it that the police now are going to arrest people going to their work for not wearing masks? Maybe they should turn up at these political rallies and start arresting these political supporters for not wearing their masks as well. One big hypocrisy. But this is an example of where we are heading with this COVID-19 virus. This virus will be used to take away many of our rights under the guise of protecting us. Now look at this. How is it that somebody who has tested positive for COVID-19 is allowed to go out and vote? Isn't that person putting other people at risk? Why don't you take away that person's right to vote, since they are putting other people's life at risk? The same way you're arresting people for not wearing the mask because they are putting people's life at risk. And I'm sure they have the right not to wear a mask. But you take away that right, their freedom of choice. You take away their freedom of choice under the guise that they are putting other people's life at risk. So why you can't take away the voters' right under the same guise that they are putting people's life at risk if they tested positive for COVID-19? It is just madness to me. How is it that somebody who tested positive is allowed to go out and vote? Wouldn't they be putting other people at risk? Just like the young men walking about without masks putting people at risk, you're arresting them. So why is it you're going to allow somebody now to go out and vote who has tested positive for COVID-19? Aren't they putting people at risk? It is just one hypocrisy when it comes down to this rule. But again, the Prime Minister wants to get this election out of the way as quick as possible so that they can stamp their authority again on this COVID-19. You will see a raft of measures coming in. Remember, we already know where this is going. How is it that China and Russia can find a vaccine for this COVID-19 and the great nation of America cannot find a vaccine as yet? Or maybe they have the vaccine already, but they are waiting on the second wave. They are waiting on this big jump in the numbers so that most of us will be scared to death and voluntarily take the vaccine. And the next 10% who are still skeptical about the vaccine, they will just deny us service. We already see where you can't enter buildings without mask. So when the vaccine is ready, what do you think is going to happen? You won't be able to enter buildings or enter business places without proof that you are vaccinated against coronavirus. So you will be denied services if you can't show proof that you are vaccinated against COVID-19. In the same way, you can't enter certain business establishment without a mask. So all of those who are saying that when the vaccine is ready, they are not going to take it, well, I have news for you. Unless you are self-employed, unless you do not depend on the system for anything, then fine, or you can reject the vaccine. But unless you depend on the system, unless you work for somebody else or the government, you will have to take that vaccine, because I believe that no public sector worker will be allowed to work in the government system without some proof that they are vaccinated. It's just not going to happen. Thanks again, viewers and subscribers, for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.